So now we are starting with lecture number 8. We are on algebra, and this is the second lecture on quadratics word problem. We did some questions last time in lecture number 7. Now let's continue the journey with lecture number 8. Now let me just recap what we did last time. We did a question that was related with diagonal and the two sides, that is based upon Pythagoras theorem. We did a question that was based upon the product of two numbers as odd numbers as 143. We did a question in three different ways. Let me explain this one, recap this one. Two numbers which differ by 3 have a product of 88, find them. So we chose one of the number to be x, the other number is x minus 3. One is bigger, so the other one is 3 units smaller. And then the product is 88, and then we factorize, we get two different values, and both answers are correct. Similarly, method number 2, we chose x to be the smaller one, therefore x plus 3 will be the bigger one. The same strategy, the same solution. Method number 3, this is based upon the idea of simultaneous equations. That is, one number is x, the other one is y. Again, there were two options. I just solved it one way. I chose x to be the smaller one, y to be the bigger one. So y is the smaller plus 3. It could be vice versa also. The product is 88, two simultaneous equations, use substitution. Y is written as x plus 3. We solve and we get the answers. So now let's try some other problems. Let's look at question number 12. And let me highlight this. It says two positive numbers, they differ by 3. And then it further says the sum of the reciprocals is 7 over 10. Find the numbers. So let one number be x, the other number be y. X, let it be the smaller one, and y is the bigger one. So the numbers differ by 3. That means bigger minus smaller should be equal to 3. Y is equals to x plus 3. That is equation number 1. Let me just... Okay. The second thing. The sum of the reciprocals is 7 over 10. The reciprocal of x is 1 over x. The reciprocal of y is 1 over y. The sum of the reciprocals, 1 over x plus 1 over y equals to how much? That is 7 over 10. This is equation number 2. Let's simplify. This is the LCM is xy, and this is y plus x is 7 over 10. Cross multiply. 10y plus 10x is equals to 7xy. That is equation number 2, refined. Now we know that y is equals to x plus 3. So substitute y over here, substitute y over here. 10 bracket x plus 3 plus 10x is equals to 7x into y. Y is x plus 3. So this was substituted, that is x plus 3. This was substituted, which is x plus 3. Let's simplify. 10x plus 30 plus 10x is equals to 7x square plus 21x. Let me write a 0 over here. 7x square as it is. 21x and then 10x and then 10x. So 21 minus 20, that is x. And this is minus 30 equals to 0. 7 into 30 is 210. So 210 can be written as 21 into 10. That's one option. We can also use the quadratic formula. Or we can write this thing as 30 into 7. So which is the better one? 21 is 7 into 3. Into 10. So 70 into 3. That is also a possibility. Now, I think I'll just go ahead and use the quadratic formula. So therefore, A is 1, B is 1, C is negative 30. Let me evaluate B square minus 4AC, which is 1 square minus 4 into 1 into negative 30. So that is 121. And let me add a page over here. So we have x is equals to negative b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2 times a. So therefore this is x is equals to negative b, which is negative 1 plus minus square root of 121 divided by 2 times 7. So this is negative 1 plus minus 11 over 14. And we are looking for two numbers. I'm just a little bit doubtful. So therefore this is negative 1, negative 11 over 14. That is one possibility. Negative 1 plus 11 over 14. So therefore this is negative 12 over 14, which is negative 6 over 7. And this is 10 over 14. And this comes out to be 5 over 7. Now we are getting the answer in fractions. Let me just double check my working. Two positive numbers differ by 3. So they are positive. Y minus x is 3. Y is the bigger one. Y is x plus 3. The sum of the reciprocals is 7 over 10. 1 over x, 1 over y is 7 over 10. And this is xy. This is y plus x is 7 over 10. 10y plus 10x is 7xy. That is perfect. And in place of y, we write x plus 3. In place of y, we write x plus 3. 10x plus 30 plus 10x. So this is 20x. 7 into x, that is 7x squared. And 7x into 3, that is 21x. That is also perfect. So now 7x squared plus 21x minus 20x, that is plus x minus 30 equals to 0. So b squared minus 4ac, this is 1 square minus 4 into, now here's the mistake. Okay, there's a small mistake over here. This was 7, this was not 1. So let me just grab the calculator. And this is 4 into 7 into 30. That is 840 plus 1, that's 841. And the square root of 841, that is 29. So this is 841. And square root of 841 is 29. So I have done the correction. And this is, let me write it again. Let me write it again. Over here, and let me erase this thing. Because the answer is not in fractions. Definitely it has to be two numbers. So this is 841. This is 21. Minus 1 minus 29 divided by 14, and minus 1 plus 29 divided by 14. This is minus 30 over 14. This is negative. That is why discard. And over here, minus 1 plus 29 is 28 over 14, which comes out to be 2. And this is what we accept. So the value of x is equals to 2. Y is x plus 3, 2 plus 3, which is 5. And that is the answer for this particular part. So that was one small mistake, which I got corrected, because the value of a is not 1, the value of a was 7. So I hope this is all good, all clear. Now let me explain this question. That is, a cyclist travels, and all these questions that is related with speed time, that uses a particular formula. And let me write down the formula. That is, distance is equals to speed into time. Or I can write speed as distance divided by time, and then time is distance over speed. So now over here, if I look at this, let me work with the units. If this is in kilometers, this is kilometers per hour and this is R. It balances both the sides. This R will cancel out kilometers on both sides. It can also be meters per second into second. So now the second and the second will cancel out. We'll have meters on both sides. So these are the common units that's used. So now let's get started. And let me just copy this thing also. I might be needing it on the next page. Now it says a cyclist travels 40 kilometers at a speed of x kilometer per hour. So now we are talking about a cyclist. It travels a distance of 40 kilometers and the speed is x kilometer per hour. So this is distance and this is speed. Let me just do some correction over here, the tip sharpness. Okay. And then it says, what is the time? So time is distance divided by speed. That is 40 divided by x. That is the time in hours. Because look at the units. That is kilometers. That is kilometers. That is hours. So the division will give us hours. That's the first piece of info. It says find the time taken in terms of x. So we have worked up till here. This thing is done. Now it says find the time taken when his speed is reduced by 2 km per hour. So now if speed is reduced by 2 km per hour, first of all, the new speed will be x minus 2 km per hour. That is the first thing. What else is there? Now we are interested in the time taken. Therefore, time taken, the distance is still the same. That is 40 divided by x minus 2. So this thing is done. That is the time taken over here. Now this thing is done. Now it says if the difference between the times is 1 hour, find the original speed x. Now think for a second. This was the original speed. Let me highlight this. Now this was the original speed. This is the reduced speed. The distance is the same. If you reduce the speed, you will take more time. So therefore, this is more time as compared, not over here, the other one. This one is more time because speed is inversely proportional to time. If we reduce the speed, time increases. Make sense? Now this time, the red one, let's say the person is going from this point to this point. So this is A, this is B. The time going this way is time AB is 40 over x. Let me write this thing, which I already did. And on the way back, let's say it's the same distance from B to A. The time BA will be 40 over x minus 2. Which time is more? Because of reduced speed. So the difference 40 over x minus 2 minus 40 over x, this equals to 1. Now, first of all, use your WhatsApp and answer me, does this equation make sense? I'm just looking at the WhatsApp. Yes, sir, it does. Thank you. Waiting for others. Okay, all good, all good. Chalo ji, let's continue. Now, let me simplify. So, let me take 40 common out. Let me write this thing as 1 over x minus 2 minus 1 over x equals to 1. And then I'll use that 40 later. Now take LCM, that is x minus 2 into x. This 1 multiplies with this x. So this is 1 into x. This 1 multiplies with this x minus 2. This 1 into x minus 2. And then there is a green minus sign in between. There is 40 over here. This equals to 1. So 40 x minus x plus 2 over x minus 2 into x equals to 1. So the x's cancel out. This 40 into 2, that is 80. That is equals to x minus 2. That is x square minus 2x minus 80 equals to 0. So 80, 1 into 80 is 80, and what are the factors? 8 and 10. So that is x square minus 10x plus 8x minus 80 equals to 0. X common, x minus 10 plus 8 common, x minus 10 equals to 0. X minus 10, x plus 8 equals to 0. Therefore, x is positive 10. Therefore, x is negative 8. Now, x is the speed. X is the 10. X equals to 10 kilometer per hour. That is the only correct answer. This value, x is equals to negative 8, discard. Speed cannot be negative. We are not studying physics, we are not studying velocity, so we cannot say that velocity can be positive or negative. We are talking about speed, we are talking about O-level maths, it cannot be negative. So the final answer is 10 kilometer per hour. That is the value of x, and that is what they have asked. Find the original speed x. So the original speed is x, and the reduced speed is x minus 2, which is 10 minus 2, which is 8 kilometer per hour. So now this is all good, all clear. Now let me pause the recording, send these notes to you so that you can just have a good look at it. Take 5 minutes, jot it down, and then I'll have some question for you to try out. Now let's look at this question. This is a past paper question. So let's get started. So this is quadratic, and this is past paper question. The year will be written downstairs, and this is over here. This is paper 21, and the year is October-November 2012. October-November 2012, variant 2-1. Now let me focus on this question. It says that London is 320 kilometers from York. It's not New York, it's simply York. So now London is 320 kilometers from York. A train travels from York to London at an average speed of x kilometers per hour. First part, write down an expression in terms of x. It's an expression, not an equation. For the time taken in hours for this train to travel from York to London. Now this is York. This is London. The distance is 320 kilometers. The speed is x kilometer per hour. We know that time is distance divided by speed. Distance is 320, speed is x, unit is already written for you. As simple as this. Now it says a car. So first we are talking about a train. Now we are talking about a car. A car travels from York to London. So again, it's York to London. And the average speed of the car is 80 kilometers per hour, slower than the average speed of the train. That means if the speed of train is x, the speed of car will be x minus 80 kilometers per hour. So this is York, this is London, this is 320 kilometers, this is x minus 80, this is kilometers per hour, and then again an expression for the time taken, and this is for the car. So this is the train and this is the car. So this is 320 over x minus 80. Now this question is very, very similar. So to what we did over here. The distance was 40, speed was x minus 2. Over here, distance is 320, speed is x minus 80. Now it says the car took 2.5 hours longer than the train. So the car took 2.5 hours longer than the train. Now this is the speed of car, the time taken by car. Time taken by car minus time taken by train should be equal to 2.5, which is 5 over 2 of an hour. For the car, this is 320 over x minus 80. Minus 320 over x, this equals to 5 over 2. Again, understand that when speed is reduced, the time taken is increased, inversely proportional. So now let's take 320 common. Let's write this thing as 1 over x minus 80 minus 1 over x is equals to 5 over 2. We have to form an equation in x and show that it simplifies to this thing. 320 as it is. Take LCM, that is x minus 80 in brackets. And this is x. This 1 multiplies with this x, so that's 1 into x. This 1 multiplies with x minus 80, this is 1 into x minus 80. There is a negative sign in between, and this is equals to 5 over 2. So 320 over x and x cancels out. We have plus 80 over x square minus 80x. This is equals to 5 over 2. So what we do is that 320 into 80 into 2 divided by 5 is equals to x square minus 80x. I took this thing, 5 over 2. 5 has gone down. 2 goes up over here, 320 is there, 80 is there. Just keep track of everything. It should be very, very meticulous working. So now let me grab the calculator. So now is this thing. That is 320 into 80 into 2. This is paper 2. I can use a calculator. Divided by 5. That is 10240. This is 10240 is x square minus 80x. Therefore, x square minus 80x minus 10240 equals to 0. Is that the answer? X square minus 80x minus 10240 equals to 0. So I have proved this thing. I hope this is all good, all clear. And I have put it in a box. Now it says solve this equation, giving each solution correct to 1 decimal place. 2 things over here. The first thing, work in at least a level of accuracy more. This is a must. This is compulsory. And secondly, this equation won't factorize. Whenever they will say that give the answer correct to this many decimal places or this many significant figures, that means it won't factorize. So now you have to use the quadratic formula. X square minus 80x minus 10240 equals to 0. A is 1, B is negative 80, C is negative 10240. Let me evaluate B square minus 4AC. That is negative 80 whole square minus 4 into 1 into negative 10240. So this is 4 into 10240. That is 4960 plus 4960. 8 8s are 64. This is 6400. Let me add 6400 over here. This comes out to be 47360. Let me take the square root, and this comes out to be 217.62. Square root of this thing is 217.62. This is 2 dp. So now let me work it out. So therefore I'll write x is equals to negative b plus minus square root, which is b square minus 4ac divided by 2 times a. X is equals to minus 80 plus minus negative 80 whole square, 4 into 1 into negative 10240 square root divided by 2 times 1. This is 80 plus minus square root of 47360 divided by 2. This is 80 plus minus 217.62, the whole thing divided by 2. So now there are two options. There is either, there is or. 80 minus 217.62 divided by 2 and 80 plus 217.62 divided by 2. Is this all good, all clear? Simple working. So 80 minus 217.62 divided by 2, that is negative 6881, negative 68.81, which can be written as negative 68.8. And 80 plus 217.62 divided by 2, that comes out to be 148.81, which comes out to be 148.8. One is negative, one is positive. What is x, by the way? Remember what is x? That is the speed in kilometers per hour. So now, first of all, at this stage, you will write both the answers. You will write negative 68.8, you will write 148.8. The space is given for both of them. Now it says, hence find over here. Now it says, hence find the time taken by the train to travel from York to London. So time for train, I think that is 320 over x, right? That is the first one. That is for the train. And it says over here. So 320 over this value, that is 320 over 148.81. Use 2 dp value, decimal place value. 320 divided by 148.81. This comes out to be 2.150 hours. Give your answer in hours and minutes. So 0.150 into 60. Let me multiply it. 0.150 into 60. That comes out to be 9 minutes. And this is 2 hours and 9 minutes. That is the answer for this particular question. So let me pause the recording over here for you to have a good look at it. So now we have solved this particular question. I'll send you some questions, more questions related like this, and then you can try those questions out. Till the next class, take care.